Welcome to Tuscany, home to rows of olive trees and grapevines, rolling hills and stunning scenery. We are the Wood family, and we have set off on a road trip to visit some of the most beautiful places that Tuscany has to offer and show you why this region of Italy is a must-see destination for families.
In this video, we visit Tuscany's main city, a popular destination for tourists from all around the world. Let's explore Florence.
Good morning from Florence. We've come here today, it was about 45 minutes from where we're staying in Tuscany, and we've come straight to the Piazza de Michelangelo, which is the best view from the top looking down onto the main city.
Florence, capital of Italy's Tuscany region, is home to many masterpieces of Renaissance art and architecture. One of the most iconic sites is the Duomo, a cathedral with a terracotta tiled dome. There are also countless art galleries and museums to visit, as well as world-renowned restaurants serving the famous Florentine steak. It's set in a bowl amongst the hills and countryside, which makes it a beautiful, picturesque city, and the Piazza de Michelangelo is the perfect spot to get a bird's eye view of the iconic sites. We've just got ourselves to Florence for 9:30, maybe a little bit later in the morning. Pretty awesome place to park. We've parked just below the Michelangelo kind of park and piazza. This car park's really central and loads of spaces this time of the morning. Don't forget your coins if you're going to park here. It's only coins apparently.
We set off down the hill with the sound of church bells and were faced with a beautiful view of the Ponte Vecchio bridge in the distance. As we meandered our way down, we came across a stunning ancient grotto which really impressed the girls and gave us an opportunity to cool off in the hot summer heat.
The Ponte Vecchio is a medieval bridge that runs over the Arno River. It is bursting with shops, jewellers, art dealers, souvenir sellers and gelato shops.
We're at the Ponte Vecchio. Okay. Gelato.
And if you come here, please, if you don't have any allergies, like you just are allowed to get anything. Get the unicorn and the Oreo because it is so good. Like seriously.
Ice cream tips or gelato tips?
Yeah, we also know that not to get gelato that's cow pie because it's not true gelato.
So just stopped on the Ponte Vecchio to get some
Ice cream.
gelato.
What I would say is, compared to other places we've been so far, this is where we've seen the most scams. There was a man trying to direct us into the car parking space and then asked us for money. We said no, we got off quite lightly. We saw another family pull up not long after us, and then he tried to say it was €1 per hour and to give him the money and he would pay for parking. And for a minute I genuinely thought we were about to do it. We've also seen, like in Venice, people offer you roses and then ask for money. We've seen quite a lot of people trying to come and give us things, just say no grazie. Also, we'll spin you around and show you in a moment. There's lots of floor art, posters of floor art, and they purposely put them in really busy areas so that people accidentally step on them, and then when you do, they like really want to try and buy them.
Right there in the middle of the path on the Ponte Vecchio.
So yeah, if you're coming here, just be aware of those things. Don't be rude, be polite, and they tend to leave you alone. They don't know.
Yeah. We casually strolled across the Ponte Vecchio, soaking up the atmosphere and taking a look through the wonderful shop windows.
We are here at the Piazza Della Signoria, and we decided not to go into the Uffizi gallery because with the guards would be too much. So you can actually come and see a replica of the statue of David.
Right behind us. There he is. Sorry, my hat was covering his modesty.
And so this is where it once stood, and they took it inside to protect it. But there's also some really other beautiful statues here, everywhere you look.
Beautiful selection over there. And then you've got Neptune's fountain is just over here as well, which is stunning. It seems like the water only comes on at certain times, but when it does, it looks incredible.
The street entertainers in Florence were a real highlight for us and created the perfect atmosphere to the city. Before we knew it, the children did what pretty much every child is able to do, spot a carousel in the distance, and of course we had to ride it.
After getting very dizzy and waving to a lot of people, we turned the corner to see the most amazing view of the city, the Cathedral de Santa Maria. We couldn't believe how quiet it seemed, with very little crowds by the entrance, and then we discovered why.
Yes, we managed to come to Florence on the religious holiday named Ferragosto, and the cathedral was closed, but that didn't stop us taking in the stunning Gothic design from the outside.
The cathedral was started to be built in 1296 in a Gothic style, but wasn't actually completed until 1436. The exterior is faced with marble and various shades of green and pink, and bordered with white. It really is a wonder to behold, and can only imagine its beauty on the inside. We walked around the whole cathedral before making our way back to the car, as by this time the temperature had risen quickly, and we needed to get out of the sun.
So hot. I'm so steep.
That's the only problem of parking up at the Piazza de Michelangelo.
And it was my idea because I wanted to get a souvenir at the boxes.
Yeah, so we're just walking back up the hill in the 38-degree heat. Let's go, team.
It was then we noticed we had a stowaway. Meet Dave, a praying mantis that had crawled its way into the pushchair and onto the wet wipes. We all got a little fright when we saw it, but Dave was actually quite friendly and seemed to be enjoying his ride. Despite Clara wanting to keep him as a pet, we sent him on his way in the bushes nearby. Good old Dave.
We made it to the top. Beautiful when you look back, but about 39 degrees. We're a little bit sweaty, aren't we?
We're not a little bit sweaty, we're really sweaty.
Really sweaty. Now the other half of the team.
That was not enjoyable.
It was so hot.
Get a taxi up here.
Yeah, get a taxi up. What time was that? Did you enjoy the ride?
She knows how I feel.
Her face says it all, even though she got a ride up. I think it was very, very hot, very, very still.
The view is beautiful.
Oh, view is absolutely stunning. You turn around, you can see the big basilica. But yeah, very hot.
I don't think we've ever been this hot in our lives. We were very glad to get back into the air-conditioned car, singing along to Frozen, wishing that, in that moment, we were in Elsa's Ice Palace.
We said goodbye to Florence, where there was so much to see and do, but we barely scratched the surface. We had a wonderful time exploring the biggest city in Tuscany, and we definitely will be back. Perhaps in a cooler season, but it certainly is somewhere not to be missed.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.